I got started teaching online several years ago. In the math department, we wanted to make sure that as we were offering online classes that we kept it in-house. We didn't want to outsource to other instructors hired by distance learning at the time. We wanted to make sure that there was equality between face-to-face classes and online classes as much as possible. And so the way to do that was to keep us have the same instructors on both types of classes.
Now I feel excited for the start of each semester, and I feel that same excitement whether it's live or it's online. They're the same students, and the goals are the same, the objectives are the same, it's the same material, and so I'm excited to help teach my students to communicate better, think better, read better, write better, whether that's via Zoom, whether that's on a discussion board, or whether that's in person. It's okay. It's all the same.
I'm loving Zoom now. Because of the pandemic, I have got on the Zoom wagon and learned to use Zoom, and I love it. And so now I require the students to meet with me through Zoom. Some of them want to come to my office, and I allow that. We just, social distance and so forth. But we Zoom, and I spend about 30 to 45 minutes with each one of them individually, talking about my expectations for the class, how to use Canvas, just general information about getting them started and so forth. And it's all about giving them the opportunity to feel comfortable with me so that they will interact with me more. It's a very pleasant activity. You'd be surprised though at how many students just won't hardly do it. I think they're in an online class a lot of times because they don't want to be seen sometimes, and they're shy. But if I can ever get them to Zoom with me, then it's a very pleasant conversation. And I believe they all tell me that they feel more comfortable, and it seems like they do, after we've met. And then it just opens up a doorway for them to ask, be more open with me and ask me questions and get with me when they need help and so forth. So that's one thing I require, and I try to get that done. Depends on how many students I have. That's a huge time obligation to meet with them 30 to 45 minutes individually. When you have 150 students, sometimes I can have that many in the fall. Right now I've got somewhere 70 students, something like that right now. Still a huge time obligation, and I try to get that done in the first couple of weeks if I can. So it's tough, but it's worth it.
So when designing a course, I want the outline to be there. I operate on the principle of no surprises for me, no surprises for the students. And so they can see the due dates for everything for the entire semester and see basically an outline of everything, but they can only access the current content. I arrange everything in a straight line, and with prerequisite requirements, the students have to work through the assignments in the proper sequence. You see a lot of confusion in online classes when students become disoriented because they're doing things out of sequence. And it's super important for me when you have a larger project to put if you have a straight line, you put your deliverable down here, but you put your instructions up here, because you want your students to read the instructions here. And it may be 2 or 3 weeks before you get that assignment inbox, but you've got to tell them, hey, I want you to get started on this. Here are the instructions. Here are your scaffolding assignments. And then here's your major deliverable at the bottom. And everything's interactive. Everything's an assignment. If there's not an assignment, they will skip it.